Well, I think that energy efficiency is very important for small island developing states because it helps us to avoid the high costs of fossil fuel and to improve our situation in terms of atmospheric pollution. So for small island countries, it is very important as we buy everything from the outside. All the fuel we receive in our country, we don't produce it. So when it comes to our countries, it's a very high cost. And if we can do something for avoiding this situation and take the money we put in fuel to put it in education, in health, or reducing the gap in poverty and so on and so on. So it is much better. For example, in Cape Verde, we are doing a very good work on this matter. And at this moment, I can tell you that after being working on 50% introduction of generation of energy renewable in my country for 2020, we are now planning to reach 100% renewable energy penetration in Cape Verde for 2020. So it is a very ambitious and very ambitious plan for our country, and we think that with this we are going to make economies of millions of dollars each year on the fuel issue. So what I see for the future of my country, I think that if we can all together, the SEEDS countries and the other countries who are interested in decreasing the GHGs in the atmosphere, if we read that, because all the problem in my country is, in our countries, is climate change. If we reduce the emission, if the world consent to reduce the emissions in the atmosphere that are killing us, that are killing the small island states, mainly in Pacific Islands, mainly in Pacific Ocean. If we reduce or decrease substantially the emissions of GHG in the atmosphere, we will have certainly a future because we cannot see the future of any country without this goal on climate change. If we don't change this in the next 10 years or 20 years, we will unfortunately assist to the situation where some countries, some highland countries, are going to disappear because of the acidification of ocean, because of the sea level rise, because of the pollution in the atmosphere, because of all the melting ice we are seeing around the world. And this will be really, for some of us, the end of history. So we cannot disassociate ourselves from the sort of these countries, because their disappearance means that we have lack of solidarity among us in the international community. It means that there is lack of humanity, because we cannot accept that some are going to disappear and some others are going to survive. So what I see is the future not only of my country, but the future of all the islands. And I hope that the big emitters in our planet are going to fulfill with their duties before the world and mainly in front of our situation, and they will accept to decrease substantially and the emissions of GHG in the atmosphere, and they are going to fulfill their duties in front of the climate change threats.